Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Hope you're all doing well. This is your host, ellThon, and today is day 2 of ellThon 3, and all charity goes to the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Very excited. We have a great lineup today. Whole lot of games. Yesterday was, hey Jet, good morning. Yesterday was like 3 long games, or like a super long game and a couple of short games. Today's going to be quite a few shorter games, so it should be really cool. A lot of variety. Coming up first is my good friend jquestionmark, and I'm just going to send Jay a quick message. And anyways, Jay is going to be playing Skygunner, and I'm very excited, and so I'm just going to go ahead and take it away, Jay. There'll be a little bit of a transition between audio.
Reset everything here. All right, sorry, just practicing over there. All right. I'm all set. Looks like ellThon may already be streaming me, so if you can hear me, good morning. If you can't hear me, I'll just hold on for a second. Cool. All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 2 of ellThon 3. We're going to play some Skygunner. I'm playing Ciel's story mode. I did some practice. I'm not as good at this as I would like, so we're going to do our darndest. I apologize, we're going to skip that cutscene and just get right into it, because I'm a little worried about going over estimate. So let's make this happen. Alright, we'll talk a lot about the game. We're going to have some downtime where we're just kind of making things happen, especially in the first scene. Oh, I don't want to do that though. That's a terrible idea. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go! So, Skygunner, it is a super fun, very arcadey, score attacky, clearly meant for replayability game. Now, there's a lot of mechanics to talk about. We're going to get to them as quick as we can. So bear with me while I try to explain everything. First of all, this is CL%. It is not my forte. FOM is my forte. But we're going to do our darndest to put on a good show. I'm trying to expand my horizons, and ellThon was kind enough to let me submit CL, so hopefully it'll go well. So the game, I'm sure you've noticed a lot of things already. We're fighting mainly squads of enemies. Oh, I'm worried about that cross missile. I'm super worried about that. That's okay. We can work with that. Almost done. So, Ciel does not hit quite as hard as FOM, which is alright if we don't mess it all up. We have these big cross missiles. You'll notice when I fire 3 of them at once, it fires what is called a grand cross missile. It's pretty cool. It does... Let's get a closer squad if we can. There we go. It does a ton of damage. So every time I fire one of these optional weapons, which I can cycle through, it fills up my heat bar. So that red bar, you'll notice, goes up a ton right there because I fired a big cluster of optional weapons. Oh, thought they were in lock-on range. Oops. Right now I'm using the fireworks. Oh no, I just overheated. So this is actually a perfect example, and this is one of the best times to have this happen. When you overheat, you cannot boost, which you hold X to go faster. You cannot use any of your optional weapons, which is just the worst, because those have a longer range than your normal machine guns. So, very valuable things to have access to. Nope. And you can't use your special attack. So Fom has now joined us. Each of the characters, which is another thing I need to talk about, their story is a separate set of missions, but there's a lot of overlap. So Ciel here, him and Copan, who's a jerk, are out fighting Vonter's ships. Vonter's trying to capture this ship over there where a big World's Fair Expo type thing is going on. They have to clear the way so Fom can come out and help. Fom works for the police. The Skygunners, Ciel and Copan, are just mercenaries. So they're fighting the good fight against Vonter and his little jerks, who are actually these cute little dudes named Poulettes. I don't know that we'll see them because we're not really going to watch the cutscenes. But oh, shoot. Yeah, at this point, it's just about mopping up. So you'll notice my money goes down whenever I shoot. My money goes up whenever I hit enemies. And I have right now a 90-second score multiplier. The idea is really to just earn the most cash, which we earn by shooting down enemies, getting that multiplier up. Man, they're way out there. We got a bunch of enemies. I should have started cleaning them up earlier. Almost overheated again there. We just either need him to go away or shoot him. There we are. Alright, next part of the story triggers. Any moment. There we go. We have to shoot these down. That was a very poor opening salvo. Oops. Let's try that again. Ciel is a lot easier to knock out of the sky than Fom. Fom is effectively this game's easy mode. So we're just going to do our best to not get shot down, because getting shot down is slow and expensive. Whoop. Just 2 left. That's okay. Boom. Alright, so we finally activated the boss. Fom... Whoa. Oh, that's bad. We were facing the wrong direction there. We're not going to waste Grand Cross missiles on that. That's pretty good right there. The idea is most of the bosses in this game are multi-segment, so you have to destroy specific parts of them. In the case of these 2 opening bosses, you have to destroy specific parts just to get access to the parts you actually need to destroy to beat them. Shoot, and this one covered up quicker than we would have liked, so we gotta make another run. The real trick with this one is going to be making as few runs on enemies as possible. Fom has a special ability that allows her to instantly turn to face enemies. Ciel has no such ability. Ciel has to turn around the slow way. We have a dodge maneuver that we can use to dodge dog missiles, which I will probably have some shot at me during this run, but I will never be using... Oh, did I just destroyed the gun instead of the thing I'm actually trying to destroy. That's cool. It's cool, we're all good. So, Fom can active turn. Ciel, on the other hand, has this mode where he can slow down and fire a heavy machine gun, which we just used. It causes your heat to fill up super fast, but that's okay. So at the end of each stage, whoever's in the lead cash-wise has something cocky to say. It's pretty cute. We ideally don't ever want it to be Copan, but it almost certainly will. Copan's the worst. He's a bit sexist. We're not into that. But we basically just need to do our best, mow down as much as we can, as quick as we can. Stage 2. Stage 2 starts out the same for all 3 gunners. We have 15 cargo ships we're protecting. You can see that nice little counter in the corner. Whenever one gets shot down, it's a big problem, and we lose money off of our bonus for it. We want a nice big fat bonus because we are mercenaries. And, you know, it's a score attack game. So we're doing our darndest to not let them get shot down. Like I am right now. Alright, cool. It's cool. Everything's cool. So this part starts out the same for all the characters. So we were talking a little bit in the last stage how different characters experience different segments with different objectives. And after we do this initial shoot down all the poulettes mop up, we're going to switch to 3 different objectives. FOM has to go destroy a couple of those big heavy ships that we were taking out last time. Ciel and Copan have 2 completely different objectives. Oh, come on. And we just lost a cargo ship. That's okay. Just one's not too bad. We can work with that. This is not going as smooth as I'd like. It's funny, when I was practicing this just a minute ago, before the stream, it was going a lot smoother. But it's cool. We're going to make it happen. Yeah, it's largely at this point just a matter of mopping up. You'll notice there's a little green bar that the very top is starting to become red. That is my fuel. If you ever, especially in the speedrun of this, are at risk of having your fuel run out, something has gone horribly wrong. In the actual game, especially when you're casually playing it, or trying to like really get your score multiplier up, it's a slightly different story, but yeah, when you're speedrunning, ooh, you do not want to see that happen. So at this point, FOM goes off to destroy some of those big, heavy ships we saw earlier in the game. Ciel and Copan have 2 completely different objectives. Copan actually finds himself... Shoot. Whoops. So that's our first example of a near shoot down. You don't want to see that ever, but you'll notice we lose an absolutely absurd amount of money when that happens. There was a dog missile trying to eat us. Oop, that should be good to take it out. Beautiful. On to the next story segment. So when you almost get shot down, your money starts dropping like flies. So we need to take out a bunch of these ships. You have 3 minutes. If you don't take them all out, it just moves on to the next segment. Obviously, we want to go a bit faster than that, so we do want to take them out. But it's hard. They shoot at me, and they do a lot of damage. I would really like to do this in some sort of order that makes sense. Thank you. Come on, guys. Thank you. Just not get shot out of the sky. Ooh. We're running low on cross missiles. This is actually a huge concern. Nope. So enemies, when you shoot down groups of them, gives you rewards. This is a problem. We are very low on cross missiles, and we're going to need them quite shortly. So we're going to switch over to fireworks for some damage. And overheat ourselves on accident, very foolishly. So we can still dodge. We cannot go super fast. We cannot... Ooh. That worked out okay. That worked out okay. Alright, this is not going amazing, but honestly, I'll take it. This spot in particular is not at all my forte. So, if we're able to get through them before we run out of time, even if we barely have any time left, I'm going to call it pretty good, to be honest. I think I was a little out of range for that. Dogs, leave me alone. And we just overheated. I thought I was fine. I was not fine. That's cool. Can't do our heavy machine gun. Oh, I don't think we're going to take him out in time. Oh, so sad. Again, I apologize, folks. This mode is not my forte. Just shy. Oh. Alright, so we now move on to the finale of the stage. The finale of the stage is rough, because if I score the most money, I get a bonus, which is a better engine, which actually has a huge impact on the speedrun, because it reduces, or sorry, increases how fast you cool down. It's actually remarkably hard to do with Ciel. It's pretty easy with FOM because of her active turn. Wow, I'm not sure what hit us. This is not how we want this to go at all. Dog missiles, you'll notice, are very friendly and give us a nice little warning when we're about to run into problems. All right. That's the last of our cross missiles, so we're going to have to take out the last one properly. It's cool. We are not going to earn the most money because we almost got shot down, and that just tanks your cash. That's okay. I was already anticipating. Not... Oh, I thought that would do it. I thought it was worth the risk. So, yeah. There's a separate segment to this boss, which, as long as we beat him before the second segment starts, where it activates a whole lightning generator, it's pretty cool. We're doing pretty good.
I was counting on it.
Somehow I still have the most money, in spite of doing incredibly bad there. That's cool. This stage is interesting, because FOM has a really cool stage where she is hunting down... Oh, he got away from us. We gotta get further away. She's hunting down the machine soldier as he tries to cause some serious issues. Could we just, maybe? Please? Alright. One more. If we can hit him while that missile's on him. No, we gotta loop out. Dang it. These bat missiles are gonna hit me. It's gonna be bad. We could just do a wee bit more damage. So, yeah, FOM gets her cool machine soldier mission. He's trying to steal, priceless stuff in town. Kopan has to fight his rival gunner and has a time limit. Or sorry, Ciel gets to fight this rival gunner and has a time limit. There we go. Copan gets the weirdest mission. Copan gets a rail shooter. So he is playing Star Fox style,
Sorry, guys.
doing his own thing. It's very strange. We're going to skip my favorite song in the entire game. I'm so sorry. The cutscenes in this are absolutely adorable. The art's fantastic. And we're doing the speedrun, and we don't have time for it, so apologies. We don't get to enjoy the beautiful music. So this one is just another mop-up style opening. It is a little interesting in that we start with this giant cluster instead of individual groups and break it into groups, but it really is just kind of what we've been doing. Guys, these ones are all over the place today. I don't know. What the deal is here. All right. Fom and Copan are actually here, running their own AI and chasing down these enemies as well, stealing my monies, stealing my score multipliers. So it's good because it helps it go faster. It's bad because it does eat into my score multiplier. And they kind of do whatever they want. They're not always interested in helping the speedrun, so they will just massacre enemies close to me instead of dealing with the ones that are far away that I could use a hand with. But what are you going to do? I hear a dog missile. There we go. Did not see the dog missile. Let's take these last couple out. Unless Copan beats me to it. Oh, one last cluster. Beautiful, that wasn't too bad. Alright, so these guys are rough. You'll notice they are firing off. Oh, jeez. I did this in my practice run too. They are firing off absolute flurries of attacks and will just blow us clean out of the sky with zero provocation. So we got to try to shoot off the parts that are firing those. Woo. That Grand Cross missile in there. This game experiences a little bit of weird slowdown on emulator, and you'll notice now it's running nice and smooth. This castle in particular causes a ton of slowdown. So we have 3 minutes. It's worth noting, no matter how fast I beat these guys, we have 3 minutes, so I just need to make sure to beat them before the 3 minutes are up. Oh, not bats. They do so much damage. Yep, and that's bad. Oh no. Oh no, there's poulettes on me. They got their cute little parachutes, they're fine. I was hoping that would go a little quicker. So all of the objectives are happening simultaneously right now. Fom's objective is super easy, so we're not worried about it. Copan's objective is actually pretty hard, and he has to destroy all these cannons that are all throughout the place. So we're just going to help out a little bit. We're not going to mess with any of the ones that he is better at destroying, but we will take out some of these ones on towers if we spot them. These little guys will actually do... So the next segment of this, we have to protect the police chief as he comes to get Vonter. So it's a little escort questy. Honestly, it's not too bad. It's mostly just fun. But we do want to make sure we're not setting ourselves up for absolute defeat by leaving everything and their mom around to shoot at him when the time comes. That one's... Is that on the other side? That's weird. It doesn't usually spawn like that. That's okay, though. We can go take them out real quick. Buddy. There we go. Now everything's back on that side. That makes more sense. Yeah, so we just have to kill time. Mow as many of these little buggers down as we can so they don't obliterate the police chief. And get ourselves some ammo refills while we're at it. It's a good time. We want to be in this general area when the timer ends so we can head towards where the police chief is at. We're gonna have to come clean those up later. What do you do? So. Oh, that one's still around. Copan, please clean that up. So, Copan's supposed to destroy the cannons. When you're playing as Copan, you have to destroy the cannons. But we right now are reliant on Copan doing his job. Had I realized he wasn't going to take care of them, I probably would have tried to pitch in. We'll notice I've used a fair bit of fuel, but this next segment is pretty darn short, so really nothing to worry about. The only stage where fuel is any kind of actual concern is the final one. I am further out than I would like to be by quite a lot. Oh, jeez. That's bad. Unbelievably bad. Alright, we'll clean that up in a sec. Mistakes were made, I'm sorry. Gotta fire some dog missiles at the police chief to knock off those little buggers. Hopefully we will not do any more of that. 2%'s not a big problem. But still, whoops, that's embarrassing. It's like my one job right now is to mop up these guys. Oh, hey. Hey, Shintak. How are you doing this morning? Ooh, a lot further away than I'd like. That's cool. That's cool. We're all good. So yeah, just gotta clean up these guys before they become an issue, and take out these guys because they will do a shocking amount of damage. Police chief. Whoa, and us. Alright. Oh, those cannons were hitting him, huh? We should be in a fairly good spot. There's a cluster of enemies flying around, I think, still, but we're doing okay. Everything's cool. So now we just gotta wait for him to get those last few meters, and then the boss triggers. This boss is pretty cool. It's a spider. I hope you like spiders. If not, I apologize, because you probably won't find it very cool. Ideally, what we want to do is trigger some chain reactions. Chain reactions. There we go. So those do a boatload of damage. There are 5 segments on this thing we need to destroy. Amusingly, none of them are the thing that the game is trying to convince us we need to destroy right now. So we're going to leave the police chief in danger, sorry chief, while we try to clean up these 4 actual objectives. We have this big one on this side and 3 little ones on the other side. Oops. So we're just going to do a grand cross. Finish them off that way. Nice. Alright, we should... Oh dear. Throat's getting super dry. Not time to fix that problem. Oof. We should probably target the actual objectives. We were making this slightly harder on ourselves. But what we really want to destroy are these other little piston Nice. So we just need to Grand Cross, knock it. Who destroyed my Grand Cross? Who does that? Not cool, people. So it's worth noting, it doesn't come up often, but enemies can destroy Grand Cross missiles. I don't appreciate it. That was rude. Trying to perform a speed run here. We're gonna have to loop around and then destroy that cross missile. That's okay. We're cool. Of all the times that could happen, that one's the easiest. So we destroyed a bunch of stuff. Oh, and Copan's in the lead for money. So we went to Vonter's castle to capture him. It doesn't happen. The Vonter was a puppet all along, and he had a phonograph playing his voice on the phone. We missed some cutscenes. It explains some stuff. But Vonter, the whole museum he was trying to steal all along, he has literally stolen it. You know what? Let's take a brief moment and talk about that. That over there at the end of this ship is an actual museum that has been ripped up out of the ground. Because Vonter jacked it. This guy stole a whole dang museum. You'd think he's an appreciator of the arts, but he mostly just wants the perpetual motion engine that the museum has. Why a museum specifically has one of the greatest scientific advancements of all time? Hard to say, but that's what's up. So we got to stop him. Fom actually is responsible for stopping him. She's over there right now trying to free the museum, which makes me wonder, and now's not really the time to test it out, but I do wonder if it would be possible to speed this up by going and helping her instead of fighting these like I am supposedly supposed to. I really don't know what the trigger is for the next story segment on this one. I know we can short circuit story segments the other way around when we're Fom by doing Ciel or Copan objectives a couple times. But I'm not so sure this way. Usually the most important objective is Ciel or Copan, so I guess that's something to research the next time I play this. I'm going to be working on improving this run, so hopefully some of you will see me around the internet doing that. Hopefully, though, you're having fun watching ellThon 3. I gotta donate to a good cause. Everyone knows Nami is awesome, so got those guys. Please, if you can, donate. And hopefully, most important perhaps of all, I hope you're enjoying the run and having an awesome morning. Oh, they were right on me. Buddy. Okay, so we gotta go help out. This guy is just dealing non-stop damage to Fom. Oh, that got lucky. Oh, get out of there. I think that's good. Nope. Nope. Bad. That's okay. Took it out. You know what? Oh, Fom still hasn't destroyed. I can't help here. Shoot. Okay, well, I was really hoping I could short circuit that, but if Fom hasn't even destroyed the thing yet, there's nothing I can do. There is a gun that is slowly putting down each of those things as Fom tries to destroy them. Until Fom takes it out, can't make any real progress. I don't think I can destroy it. I don't know. There's still a lot of exploring to be done in Skygunner speedrunning. A lot of things worth experimenting on. But again, probably not the time right now. Since we're trying to be consistent. Dang it. It's really... Oh, there we go. Okay. So we got to take out Rival again. It's not really any different from last time. He's a jerk. We need to hit him with some cross missiles, ideally. Dang it. Thought we were far enough away. Buddy, could you just calm down for 1 second? Oh my gosh, he was out of range. This is just torture right here. I am so sorry. Sometimes it goes really well. Sometimes this guy gets real tricky. I apologize that this is not going any smoother. Because he is just trolling the heck out of me right now. Bad missiles? Buddy. And he recovers, much like how I can recover over time. I can just, literally just hit him once. Those missiles on him. So he will go down if I don't manage to take him out here. But it is a lot less cool and a huge time waste. This one went so much better in practice. Why's it gotta be this way, dude? Those shots should have connected. Come on. That should have been enough to... Oh, there we go. Okay. Whew. Well, we wasted a bunch of cross missiles on that. That is extremely unfortunate because we need those cross missiles very badly later. Oh, man. This part is entertaining as Fom, because as Fom, your primary objective is to keep Ciel alive. As Ciel, your primary objective is to destroy this tower. And you basically just have to wait for the guns to recharge so that you can take it out. You cannot damage it directly, which isn't a huge issue. You just need to create a chain reaction. I honestly think it's a really cool gimmick. But it is pretty brutal. And as Fom, it's infuriating if you're just waiting on Ciel to do this, because Ciel's AI is not always on top of it. Wow, why did that not do more damage? What is that about? Ideally, 1 or 2 more. And last one's recharging. Ah, beautiful. And my bro Copan actually had my... Whoa, jeez. This is a huge issue. We need... Yeah, I know. We need Grand Cross missiles. So we're going to have to... not that. Intentionally take some time loss here. Yeah, I know you just hit him with the pumpkin bombs. I literally have no cross missiles, buddy. So the more that happens, the bigger the timer gets. And this is a bad point to have that going up and up, because it will get meaner and meaner. At this point, we don't even have the cross missiles to do anything about this, so we gotta... Whoop. Okay. Whoop. We're just gonna wait this one out. That's cool. Okay. We're in a way better way now. So the big deal with this one is you have to balance not overheating. With firing enough cross missiles. Beautiful. So now it gets real tough, if we're going to be honest. We got to hit him right in the eye. Oh, I thought we were okay. Mistakes were made. That's okay, he's facing towards us still. Oh, very bad. So the money loss isn't a big issue here. The time loss is where it really hurts. Ow, I thought I was safe. We're getting kind of into the danger zone here. Jeez. So everyone who's watching, please wish me luck, because this is just getting worse and worse. And that timer only keeps going up. So the longer this goes on, the further we get into the danger zone. Whoop. Alright, we gotta actually do some damage again. Now we've got a couple cross missiles to work with. Dodge that dog. It looks like Copan or Fom is doing some work here. Let's just finish him off with regular shots, save our missiles for Phase 2. Phase 2 of this guy is absolutely brutal, because we have to hit him between the eye, or right in the eye, for it to count for anything. And he will do some really mean stuff. Looks like we got him there. Very fortunate, very fortunate. Yeah, this part is mainly just about, like, carefully not getting shot down. That was on the money, believe it or not. I believe that was too. And so were all those shots. That's very, 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 very bad. That's a lot of buttons to have to mash. A very small amount of time. Okay. We're going to try to play it a little more careful here. I think that was... Nope. And he hit us. Okay. Sorry everyone. This is gonna go right up to the time limit. We need some more cross missiles too. Okay, that one, I'm not sure what hit me, if we're gonna be quite honest. Well. Okay. Honestly, kind of worth it. Very risky. Might pay off. Getting close. Getting close. We need one more good run on this guy. Is it going to happen? I'm just not sure. Beautiful. And that is time. Oh my goodness, that final boss fight went rough. You know, though? Oh, Kapan, shut up. Underestimate? I will absolutely take it. Thank you for the GG, Elevated. Whew. Whew.
A lot went on.
Like I said, I thought it was going to go down to the wire for staying underestimate, so...
But things settled down after several days.
Ooh,
of
my.
rest. Ciel keeps himself occupied with his fighter. He brought a big machine gun home today. I don't know where he thinks he's gonna put it.
So this game was made by a team of folks that just wanted to make something cool. I think they absolutely nailed it.
Copan's been looking bored lately. He says he's
I highly
anxious to
recommend
track
going out
down
and checking out
Wanda.
this game.
I wonder if
It
he's
runs
serious.
great over emulator.